Diane Dauphinais is a certified sleep consultant, and we're going to be getting some information on how to help our toddlers sleep. Then the parents get to sleep.
Yes, which is always great.
Toddlers are sleeping, the parents go to sleep. Nice for you to come in.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, so as a sleep specialist, I work with parents to develop customized sleep plans when they're struggling with their child's sleep. So they usually reach out to me, the child's not sleeping well, and I have a look at what's going on with their sleep habits and routines, and I'm able to provide solutions and work with them by providing support and guidance.
There could be a lot of reasons why a child isn't sleeping, right?
Yes, and it's really specific to the family and to the child. Not all children are the same, and not all families are the same. So working with a consultant can be very beneficial to helping families resolve that.
So when a family comes to you, what's the first thing you kind of look at to say, okay, let's assess the situation, where could we make an improvement?
Yes, so I typically ask them about what's going on in the bedtime routine, what's going on during the night, how are they responding to the child, how is the child acting during the day, and just what's going on leading up to sleep.
Now, what age group are we talking about that you deal mostly with?
Mostly, I would say the 3-month to a year, and I deal a lot with older children, the 2 and up crowd, 4 years old even, because parents have waited for sleep problems to resolve on their own, and they haven't.
Right. And you're a mom.
I'm a mom, and sometimes I find that, once you get the newborn sleeping through the night, you kind of just sit back and say, oh, okay, everything's fine now. And then they start waking up again for different reasons. And that's when you have to reassess, what's really going on. And there are a variety of different reasons. And you've got routine as one of the biggest factors. And that really has to be a big deal as far as bedtime, not just putting them in the bed, but the lead up to actually putting your child to sleep. Yeah.
Absolutely. Things get corrected and problems start at bedtime. And so the sleep strategies, when I work with families, we start with the routine, and we want to give children about a half an hour to have a nice bedtime routine that's predictable. So children
consistency every night.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well, show us what some of what a typical good routine would be.
Okay, perfect. So here I have my bedtime routine chart. I really encourage, if you don't have one for an older child,
there we go.
There we go. Up until age, start at 2.5 with your child doing this, because we know that toddlers love to push boundaries, right? So this helps give them some control, which they also love to have control.
So go through the steps.
So we've got the bath time.
Bath time, I start this with babies at a very young age. And then once the bath is over, something fun and enjoyable you can do with them, getting them into PJs, brushing their teeth, bringing them into their bedroom for the rest of the routine, which then they can have a story and a quick cuddle with mom and dad in their bed, and then lights out and time for sleep on their own.
So what do you say to the parents that says, well, I'd like to just crawl in with them for a little bit and snuggle for a little while? Are you opposed to that, or?
I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, definitely cuddling before bed is nice. I do it with my own 4-year-old, and it's a nice time, but I say to set a limit.
Right.
So, and my daughter just last night asked me, can you stay for 2 more minutes? And I said, no, we had our cuddle, and I'll cuddle with you again in the morning when we wake up.
Story time, a good thing?
Excellent, excellent. So I have some books here. These are really popular right now. It's called, they're made by icme.com, and you can insert your child's name. So these are awesome because it's a fun story that your child can read, an adventure about them. So that's something fun that you can do as part of the bedtime routine.
So reading books, consistency, about a half an hour prior to bedtime,
exactly.
Right? Start the routine. And I guess if people have any other issues over and above that, to consult their pediatrician, their doctor, because there could be a medical...
Yes, you want to make sure that that's ruled out, and I ask that right away when I work with people.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this.
Oh, thank you.
Good
information
and